man. Y'all already know what time it is. V-Prime, story time. Kick back, relax. Y'all already know the protocol. Like, share, comment, and I repeat. Body slam that subscribe and the hype button. Take a ride with me. Let's get them. Let's get them. Let's go. What's up, we back at it again, man. So today, we going, man, from on the road to the hit list. So now, we got these group of homeboys. One named Tay, one named Jay, one named Sarah, and one named Lou. So now, they all coming from Baltimore City. All coming from the trenches, the urban community, whatever you want to call it. So now, they had different aspirations, though they all was going to a local university on a scholarship, couple of them for sports, but all four of them had it on education. All of them was sharp up top, but two of the guys was able to hoop, so they ended up getting basketball scholarships as well. So now they all land on the campus. It's like a dream come true because they whole life they wanted to make it to the big stage. And to be honest, I feel as though everybody want to go to college, man. Whether you admit it or not, everybody wants that experience just to say, man, I went to a college party. I seen what a college campus looked like. I slept in the dorm, whatever the case may be. So now they get up there, they head on straight, they hit them, they hitting the books, they doing everything the right way. But slowly but surely, college start to reveal itself. It's not all fun and games. It's not all green grass and, you know, what the average person would believe college is like. So now they starting to see that it's a big party show. A lot of these kids up here is like spoiled kids. They running through tuition money, they running through grant money, they running through the money that their parents got, because a lot of the kids that went to the campus or the college that they attended to, they was all like what's that called? They was all like tuition kids. They already had like money. They was like trust fund babies. You feel what I'm saying? So now they looking at it like, man, we ain't got the type of money that these dudes got or these ladies got. So now they get up there. They start to get involved into the nonsense. They going to the parties. They still doing good in school during this time, but slowly but surely, because nobody wants to be the oddball, man. Nobody wants to be the person that's, man, well, I ain't going to the party. You got a few that keep their head down and walk the straight and narrow, but for the most part, man, you want to have fun. You just getting away from the city. You getting away from your parents. You just getting out of high school. You want to really live that college life. So now they start to, indulge. They get involved in the party life. They start to dibble and dabble in drugs. So now we get to the point where as though it's slowly but surely getting out of hand. Every other day they calling uptown, asking for money. And like I say, they coming from the ghetto. They coming from the trenches. They parents don't got money like the rest of these guys do. So now the two dudes, they start to look at it like, well, man, we got to start to make a way because mama love and pops. But when they call them back uptown, they like, listen, man, we not really keep sending y'all money up there because they parents have been to college before. We know what y'all up there doing. No, we not really condoning that. And y'all got 4 more years of this? Absolutely not. So now it gets to the point y'all got to remember they up there on the scholarship as well. So if y'all not producing, when you on a scholarship, I believe if like your grade point average don't stay a certain rate or you not producing in sports, they'll snatch your scholarship away and then you got to go back to the ghetto you go. So now they up there doing they 1-2. The two dudes start looking at it like, man, it's some ducks up here that we can pull that old city maneuver game on. So they start to put the dictation game down. They start to finesse dudes up there. They slowly but surely venture off of campus. They run into a guy who's selling the pounds of the grass. They ends up like, shit, look, we can get the grass from him and just take it back to the school and do our 1-2. Now, thank God the guy that they getting the grass from, he a street dude, but he from Kansas City. And he kind of like putting them onto some new game. Like, look, man, I know y'all from Baltimore. I know y'all some like fast-paced type shit. But listen, this how I go up here. If I was y'all, this is what I would do, because I got some young dudes that's coming up in the game that actually attend not your college because they was at like a smaller university, but I got some guys that's at the big universities and they really got a chokehold on this motherfucker. So if I was y'all, I would do it like this. He ends up putting them onto a gimmick. Whole time they get the gimmick, they goes back to the school. Now what the game plan is, front as many people as possible. These are already rich kids. So if they gotta wait for the check to come, if they gotta wait for the cash app to come, just front them to work off top so you already got them locked in. Meaning, if they get 2 pounds, by the time y'all get back to the school, get half of that shit gone, already distributed. Even if don't nobody got no money yet, you know they gonna get your money because 1, they not going to where they in college. 2, they already looking at y'all like y'all come from an aggressive place. So if we don't pay these guys back, something gonna end up happening to us. So now they like, all right, that's a bet. They goes back to the school. They put the 1-2 down. They just start fronting out work. Now they go into each class or each like dorm and they putting the word out there. So now as they doing that, the female, she say, shit, I'm gonna start party promoting because like I told y'all, This is college. It's a party damn near every other day. So boom, she started to throw the party promotion together. So now the plan coming together. You throw the parties. We gonna supply the drugs for the party when everybody get here. You make the money and clean up out the front door. We gonna make the money out the profit of the work we selling. Shit, everybody good. We ain't gotta call home for money. We can live good. We still famous. We got the crew going on. Everything straight. So now this goes on for about 5-6 months. After about 5 or 6 months, everybody don't like what these group of guys and the young lady got going on. So it's these preppy kids up there. Let's call them the prep boys. So now these guys are ecstasy dealers. They up there selling the pills and shit. So now I guess they get in their mind like, man, these, you know what, guys ain't ready to come up here and just take over our motherfucking operation. No, we the cool kids on campus, man. We the prep boys. So now they start to put the 1-2 down in their own lane, meaning, yeah, they not going to rob you. They not going to do nothing violent to you, but they damn sure going to tell on your ass. So now they start to put the word out there. They dropping little calls. They calling the administration. Now, the partying was kind of cool. That wasn't really a big deal. But what's going on at these parties ain't really a big deal neither, because it goes on in college all the time. But this is a different group of guys, if y'all get what I'm saying. This group that's doing this, they don't have the authority, they don't got the complexion for the connection to be able to do what the fuck they doing up there. So now when the dean hit the dorm and you know they find whatever they find, it's not too much, because let's say it like this, they find a little bit of residue as far as coke, and they find a little bit of residue as far as the grass, and they find some loose pills, but it wasn't their dorm room. And like I told you, it's college, so this ain't the first time the dean has seen liquor bottles and pills, whatever the case may be. But when they get knocked off for the shit, the dean call them into the office and say, listen, we got, you know, some calls and saying that y'all up here doing X, Y, and Z. That's not allowed on this campus. If y'all, you know, if I end up catching y'all doing this shit, not only am I going to send y'all home, y'all going to get arrested as well. So now they looking at it like, what, man, what the fuck we doing that's different from everybody else? Because of course they not admitting to selling drugs and nothing like that, but they like, what the fuck, I can't throw a party, everybody else be throwing parties up here, why we can't do it? No, it's not, we're not saying that you can't throw a party. We're hearing that it's hard drugs being not only used there but sold there. So now the dean didn't really gave them the wiggle room, like not being used is the problem. I mean, it's not the problem, y'all using them, quote unquote, but now we got a distribution. One thing a college campus don't want is to come across the headline, drug bust gone on college campus. That's just going to make the whole institution look bad. These rich people not going to want to send their kids there because they know it's drug dealers up there. They don't want that shit. So now they go ahead and dip up out the office for real. They doing whatever they going to do. Now Jay and them looking at it like, man, what the fuck we going to do? Nigga, you know, the heat on it. So every time they see in the school police, the police pull it like getting up close on them, trying to see if they smell like weed. They trying to fake have random pop up like real actual police coming onto the campus, going through the dorms. But certain white kids start complaining like, man, y'all invading our privacy. I don't know what the fuck y'all talking about drug dealing. Y'all can't just be walking in my room, you know, raiding my motherfucking privacy. No, my parents paying good money for me to be here. So now the police got to fall back because the target that they trying to get, they on their heels, but it's some other shit involved with all these other kids. We can't just evade their privacy, and we can't just raid their dorm rooms and then not raid everybody, because now it's like we targeting them. So now, bum, they go ahead and lay low for about 2-3 months. They come back out, but when they come back out, one of the prep boys, you know, he ends up jumping out of line. He ends up saying Jay one day, and he say some shit like, you know, N-words, you ain't gonna be around here for long. Whole time Jay look at that shit like, what the fuck is you talking to? They have a little altercation. Jay ends up cracking him. Beat him. I'm talking about he beat the dog shit out of him on the right there on the little walkway on the campus for real. Boom. That was the last strike. Jay ends up getting put out. So now he go back uptown. When he go back uptown, he ends up getting back involved in the streets on the, you know, back uptown shit, because one, he mad I done got kicked the fuck out of college. Two, this chump ass nigga done got me kicked out of college because this was his whole fucking plan from the beginning. I should have never stole his ass. I should have just let him have that shit. But, you know, when he get back uptown, it's like, you know, my dream gone. I can't go back to school. I gotta make it the best way I can. He goes back and gets involved. He don't go back to the streets because he wasn't in the streets. before he left, he starts to get involved in the street. Him being the green dude, situation end up going left. He tried to rob somebody. Little dude wasn't going for it. He ends up getting put down. So the rest of them is still out there in college doing their thing, but they looking at it like, man, we miss our homeboy. They slowly but surely start to lose focus, start to decline, and they being looked at now like, yeah, that's why, that happened to y'all homeboy. Y'all just need to get from around here. Y'all just need to go back to your city. Now, Jay homeboy, he ends up beating the nigga up there because one of the dudes, again, prep boy, and this is their plan. And I want to paint this picture to y'all too. Everybody's strength or everybody's snake conniving way don't come in aggression, don't come with physical shit. Their plan was, we gonna agitate and set them. Sometimes you gotta play it above the shoulders, yo. The prep boys, they knew if we agitate these motherfuckers enough, they gonna do some nigga shit and we gonna get their ass out of here and we can go back to routine. And bro and them should have stayed focused and said, man, fuck y'all. Or caught their ass off campus and did whatever they was gonna do to them. So now, one day he said whatever he said, yeah, N-word, man. You love me, wish you were with your buddy. So now, what he's saying is, I wish the same thing that happened to Jay would have happened to you. Ends up blank, and they in class, I think it was like a chemistry or a science class. He takes some like hot acid or some shit, throw this shit straight in the nigga face. Bitch! Whole time he punish him right there. Of course, not only do his ass get kicked out of college, he gets locked up in fucking Kansas where they was going to college there. So now, he's serving a little time out there. He ends up walking that shit down, a little assault, whatever the case may be, however they ran that down. Then he ends up coming back uptown. I believe he started like a little lawnmower service type shit, like not like a petty lawnmowers here, grown ass man, but a big time landscaping business. He started one of them. Sarah, she out there, she the only one that ended up staying level headed because she was a female. And, she was doing the party shit, but she never really got involved in none of the outdoor, really buck wild shit. So now, she continued up there. She eventually got her a group of friends that she locked in with, people of her own, type of rhythm. She ends up locking in with him, and she ends up graduating from the college 4 years later, top of the class on the dean's list, valedictorian. I hope I pronounced that right, but, she really held it down and represented for the home front. Then, the other homeboy, he ends up, going out there doing some wild shit. He ends up falling victim to college and the prep boys, meaning he just gets so gone on losing his homeboys, and Sarah wasn't really fucking around with him no more. He was like, man, I'm ready. He started popping the pills and shit. And him popping the pills ended up to him not going to class, not doing good in school. And like I told you, he was out there on a scholarship. So once your grade point average ain't meeting your motherfucking behavior, they gonna have to let you go. And he ended up getting sent back, and he continued to do what he do as far as his addiction. But man, wicked and wild shit, yo. From the honor roll, man, to the hit list is a wicked and wild way. And for you to fall victim to something that was supposed to be your escape. You going to college was supposed to be you getting away from the streets, not getting involved with some more wicked and wild shit up there that caused everybody to not, play it above the shoulders, man. Use your head in all situations, because some people, they like to hurt you mentally, not physically, but mentally. So always remember that, man. But with that being said, Mark, thank y'all for riding with me. Well, you fell a lot with your boy Stories with V. At this time, one more time for me, Mark. Like, share, comment, and I repeat. Body slam that subscribe. Body slam that hype button. We'll be at 100K in no time from the bottom of my heart. I love each and every one of y'all. Let's get them, let's get them, let's get them. Let's go, y'all.